What is going on, guys? It's your boy James Murphy, aka the Naked Smurf, here with Jordan. Jordan's one of my clients. We've been training together. Well, I've been coaching you for about a year now.
Yeah, over a year.
Initially came to me for just a holiday diet.
Yeah.
Bit the bug. Off season now, putting the size on before hitting the stage for your first ever show later this year. Looking to do the PCA shows October time. Yeah. Hopefully get that qualification for the British, for the Worlds. So very exciting season ahead for Jordan. Obviously, everyone who goes for their first prep knows everything's new, everything's a novelty. So you're excited to tan, you're excited to shave, you're excited to travel, all that kind of thing. That novelty does wear off. So he's got the good side of it right now. So we've been training together on and off sort of the last couple of months. We were in yesterday doing legs, and the message him today, do you want to fancy doing an arm day? We haven't trained arms together yet, so hopefully there's going to be a few training cues that I can give Jordan that you guys may find helpful along the way. And so arms, everyone wants bigger arms. Most people these days are doing a push-pull leg split, that kind of thing. Their arms aren't getting that much direct work. It's something I've needed to work on, something that Jordan needs to work on, so having a dedicated arm day to try and bring them up seems like the obvious choice, but not many people are doing it. You know, when you tag them on to the end of a session, you're a bit tired, you know, you're probably not getting as much out of the muscles as you should. So we've got our own day, we're going to go through it, we're going to try and build bigger arms. Mine have already improved, his have already improved, so hopefully there's some stuff that we're going to say today that can help you improve your arms. Now, even though I've said we're training arms, we're actually got to start with abs and calves. I know, right? Makes no sense. But again, two muscle groups that fall off so easy. People tag them on to the end of workouts. Again, the intensity is not quite there. I find that if you do abs and calves at the beginning of an upper body session, then when you move on to the arm training, the chest training, the shoulder training, that's still super fresh. You're still getting the most out of it. So we're going to do some abs now, and then calves, and then arms. So let's get into it. So what we want to focus on as you do this, keeping your legs apart, and as you come up, feel your lower back curve over. So what that is basically your lower back and your hips could take a lot of the movement for you. So by forcing your lower back to curl as you do it, really crunching the abs in, you're just creating that little bit more control, that little bit more contraction through the lower ab, because this is the kind of exercise where it's very easy for things like the hip flexors to take over. We want to make sure that we're actually training the abs whilst doing this movement. So as you can see, forcing that lower back to start to curl as he comes all the way up, keeping that tension through the lower ab, even at the top. Good. Oh, there we go.
Since when did my legs get that heavy?
Worst part of the workout done. Oh. Oh, this is going to be sore on the old thighs after yesterday. So we're calf training them 3 times a week, like I said at the beginning of each upper body day. So on one day is a seated, one day is a standing, and another day I put on a leg press and do it with my legs straight like that. So variety of angles, variety of ways to train them. Obviously some movements bypass, prioritize different parts of the calf. You have mainly, you can see, I don't have big calves, so you can't really tell, but you've got the gastrocnemius and the soleus as the main two. This one mainly hits the soleus, standing hits the gastrocnemius, if that's how you say it, gastrocnemius. So hitting the seated, as you can see from what Jordan does now when he goes for a set and racks it. With the seated, you can get quite a deep stretch, but especially as he goes up and flexes hard, you can get quite a lot through the upper toe. Now I find that when you're on a standing one, it's very hard to get that extra bit of extension. So what I'd rather do with a standing is go heavier and almost just take it from a deep stretch to halfway. Whereas on the seated, I like to get that deep stretch and then make sure I push all the way up. Again, just a variety of different ranges to use. Might see a bit more muscle growth from it. I don't know, my calf seems to be growing doing it this way, so maybe try it yourself and see if it works. Ugh. Bastard. Oh. Like rather than twist them out, like push your hands out.
Push your hands out.
Yeah, like that.
Keep your wrists nice and straight.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a bit of a John Meadows special, a D-handle superset. So you're going to do 20 reps with hands overhand, pushing out, squeezing the tricep as you really try and extend outwards at the bottom, pulling the D-handles apart. Then, once after you've done 20 reps on that, you're going to switch the handles so they're in on the inside. Then as you come down, rather than pulling them out to your sides, you're going to extend in front of you. Just varies up the tricep head you're trying to bias as you're doing it. And also, starting, so if you just flat your hands down, now grab it up from the inside. So your hand
Inside out, yeah?
Yeah. Exactly. Now extend like that in front of you there. It just biases different heads of the tricep. Tricep, try three different heads, variety of angles, a variety of hand grips, and also a variety of where your upper arm, the humerus bone is in relation to the shoulder joint. They're going to be all the things you can manipulate to target specific parts of the tricep. Good, come on. As much as you can. 3, 2, 1, there you go.
Oh, as long as I don't hit one more, and then 5 more reps later.
This is my favourite lie to tell, one more. One more. You did do one more, then just do one more. This first exercise is mainly about just getting a load of blood into the triceps. You know, we do know that mechanical tension is the primary driver for hypertrophy. Bloody science nerds are happy I've said that now. But also there's something to be said with just pumping the muscle up, making sure there's plenty of blood in there. If you've eaten well, you're on a plan, you've got a good amount of nutrients in the body. We're now going to flood those nutrients into the target musculature, which in this case is the triceps, and of course later on it will be the biceps. So, going to create the optimum environment for building more muscle. And basically, you get a sick pump as well. And if you look at everyone who had great arms in the 70s, 80s, 90s, they all trained high volume in the arms. So they were obviously onto something, weren't they? So 20 reps overhand, 20 reps underhand. Jug volume. 6, 7, 8. Tear them apart at the bottom. Big peak contraction. Extend, man, nice. Yeah, milk it, come on. Everything you can out of it. That's it, drive the blood in there. Come on, let's get it. There we go, now extend hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there you go.
Might actually get some arms.
Again, kind of going back to that thing of pumps. A lot of people will be like, well, the science doesn't support that the pump has anything to do with muscle growth. And to that I say, shut the fuck up. Because basically, if you're pumping up a muscle and you're putting blood in there, you're obviously training it. So there is something to be said about getting a pump. If you're not getting a pump doing an exercise, you're probably not actually using the muscle to do that. You're probably using the joints, or you're finding a mechanically advantageous way of doing it. But there should be a pump in the muscle that you're trying to train. So if people say the pumps are relevant, I say shut the fuck up. Well, triceps, isn't it? Three sets. 3 sets because there's 3 in the title. Tricep.
Is that science-based?
Tricep. Got a good tricep pump though, eh?
Yeah.
It fucking pumps them up. It's nice.
Proper training.
And you know, John Meadows said it. It must be true. Yeah. Gospel of John. R.I.P.
Full facts.
I like to mix it up between, obviously you do the handles, the rope, 2 ropes on one go, straight bar, V-bar, like all those angles hit differently, and like kind of when you mix them up a bit, like it reminds you to contract the tricep hard. Yeah. I feel like sometimes when you're too set in your ways about a certain routine, use certain things, it's very easy to get away with what that exercise should be doing. You know, like how many times have you been to a new gym and gone, oh, I've tried that chest machine, and rather than see how much you weight you try and go, how does it feel for the movement to do it? I feel like with arms, there's so much variety with just handles you could use on a cable that you could do that every time if you wanted to. Yeah.
People get too caught up in matching numbers on different machines.
Yeah.
Where you're never going to get a dumbbell press mixing a prime press.
Yeah.
You're never going to hit the same numbers.
And
it's
like,
completely different.
That's it. Numbers don't necessarily equate to muscle growth. We were talking about this yesterday. Yeah. Like when you talk about your maximum ever squats on a hack squat, you're squatting like a little bit less than that now, but your legs are way bigger.
Yeah.
And it's like, so your numbers have gone backwards, but you're bigger.
Yeah.
But obviously your execution now is vastly different to what it was.
And in that time, we've eliminated back pain, we've eliminated knee pain, we've eliminated ankle mobility.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a win-win.
The strength is a byproduct of you training the muscle rather than training the movement, which is what a lot of people lose. It's like you should be training the muscle, not the movement.
Yeah. It's got a really nice strength curve.
It is, it's lovely. So, exercise number 2 on triceps, the strive tricep extension. So I like to do something that's going to bias the long head of the tricep a bit more. In case you're wondering which one is the long head, it's the one that's predominantly the biggest one on the triceps. So you've got the lateral head here, the long head here, and then the medial head, which is just a bit around the elbow. This one, with the arm in this position, you're going to bias more of the long head, which adds a lot of the meat to the arm. So doing a kind of push down movement first, getting plenty of blood in there, then moving on to something like this, is again something that John Meadows talked about a lot in his training. He was not only a phenomenal bodybuilder himself, he also built a lot of phenomenal physiques along the way. So we're very fortunate to have things like YouTube where we can take all this information, and now I can also via YouTube or Instagram pass it along to yourselves. Now, I don't have arms like John Meadows, but hopefully if I continue listening to better people to talk about training physiology, people like John, people like Joe Bennett, you know, Jordan Peters and all that, hopefully I can have big arms one day, but wishful thinking, innit?
Finish it. Yes. Squeeze, come on, squeeze, 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 come on. Oh. Nice.
Ow. Good. Nice. Yeah. Keep the elbows locked in. Squeeze. Good, and again. Come on. Finish the rep. One more. And touch that one. Come on, this is you. All the way in, all the way in. Nice, good. Fucking hell. So on this, 2 working sets, same weight on each. No intensifiers on these first few exercises. Just trying to get really nice mechanical tension in there to begin with, because we've got a lot of volume across the session. So there isn't the need to add a ton of intensifiers when the volume's pretty high. Why high volume instead of intensifiers? Because as you well know, I like an intensifier on most training things. But again, going back to that thing of the arms being a weaker body part, sometimes when you're trying to get those last few force reps or things like, you know, you're doing the drop sets and the rest pauses and all that, it's quite easy for your body to try and find an easier way to do something rather than use the target muscle. So I think doing more quality work over necessarily increasing the amount of intense work is going to be beneficial to growing arms. And as I said before, arms have been a weak point and they are improving training this way, so I'm going to continue to do it.
This is them now, yeah? Come on, all the way through. There we go. Come on, finish it, finish it, finish it, finish it. Yes.
Oh, nasty. 11. 12, good, come on. 13, one more. Stretch. And squeeze. Yeah, good. Finish it. Nice. Good. So really try and just turn your body a little bit and then like stretch that across your body, yeah. So as that handle comes up, so extend, and then really feel that stretch, like almost like you want to come over, yeah. Like that. Yeah, that'll do. Arm, cross-body, cuff, tricep extension. Again, another long title. And what we want to see here is the arms stretch up across and then extend out, and for us to push almost like the palm of the hand away from us, and really try and shorten around that lateral head of the side of the tricep. And the main focus is here is that big stretch across the body. Really elongate the tricep as much as possible. There you go, that'll do. So we're in this position here. If you come to just here, yeah, cool, that's cool, we're feeling a bit of a pump. But if you allow that arm to just travel that bit more, now we've stretched the tricep even more, so that when we extend now, we've got a greater range of movement and more opportunity for that tricep to contract. If it's contracting more, it's more likely to grow.
The one that got me was the Y raise that him and Ewan were doing.
Oh yeah.
Both of them trying to work out what the title was. There was like 6 words in the whole title. I was like, I don't know what this is called anymore.
Nice, come on, finish him. Nice. Squeeze. Yes. Squeeze, come on, finish it.
Oh yeah, that's it. You could stand against no one. You're the only person in the class and you get given a gold medal.
Yeah.
Does that feel like a win? I mean, you got the gold medal, so yeah, sure. But if you stand against 10 guys and you come fourth, just outside the top 3, but they're all phenomenal, and it's the best you've ever looked, that has so much more satisfaction in it than coming 1 out of 1. Here we have cable drag curls. Now what we're trying to focus on here is, as we curl up, not allowing this to happen. Now what a lot of people do when they do this exercise is the weight gets a little bit heavy, and then as they come up, they start to swing the elbows forward. Now, if I stand here like this, I can stand here for ages. All that weight is just going through my forearm. My biceps doing nothing there. What we want to do is keep the upper arm back, and then focus on dragging the handle with the bicep and come up to this position here. And then just that little rotation of the pinky to really peak it. And then as we stretch down, the bicep stretches. Not allowing this to happen and pulling that upper arm forward, because now we're not using the bicep anymore. So, dragging, in the name drag curls, dragging the hands forward, squeezing with the bicep, not dragging the weight up.
Come on. There we go. Again, come on, squeeze it in.
Oh, that was way too heavy. Good, keep the upper arm back, stretch the bicep out. Good. Come on, man. Yep. Solid. There we go, that's it, man. That's it.
Yes. Go on, go on, go on. Yes. Come on. Get it up, come on.
Oh man, I got heavy. I got really heavy. Good lad.
Makes me think half my stack is like heavy, it's then hearing that, it just makes me think, yeah. Go on, get it.
That's it, that's it. Yep. That's it. Drag with the bicep, squeeze it in, good. There you go, so keep the elbow locked, squeeze with the bicep. Good, now stretch out from there. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, pull it in, rip that bar apart, man. Nice, good. Incline, cable, straight bar curls. Another mouthful, as always. So what we're trying to focus on here is being in this position, locking the arms here, so we're not again swinging the elbows up high, taking the tension off of the bicep. And then as you curl up, when you get to the top and you're coming towards the forehead, I then try and think about ripping the bar apart. So I'm trying to push like my hands like this to get that, once you're up there, that little bit more bicep squeeze, Because it's very easy to get to a peak contraction and to forget to contract the fucking muscle you're training. Come up, rip that, leaving that bit more, and then controlling it down, getting the most out of the muscle. Because let's face it, if you want to grow more, you're going to have to train a little bit harder. And that means doing things like that, that extra percentage here and there, it will make all the difference.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Come on, squeeze, squeeze.
Oh yeah, come on. Squeeze. One more, I'm with you the whole way. Big stretch, pull in. Yeah, finish it, man, finish it. Nice. It sounds daft, but like creating little battles in your head with like other people.
Yeah.
You have no idea it fucking exists. But like, there's sometimes you get underneath a bar and you're like, I'm gonna fucking show you. And if someone overheard you say that, like, show who? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But you do picture people in your head before you do it and go, fuck you. You know, you don't know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
That's it, really flare the elbow out to the side. Good. So, back onto triceps we go. Now we've got a compound movement, guillotine press. Now, not a super common movement, you see. Got to thank Jordan Hutchinson for this. He posts up him doing this a lot, and his triceps have come on a lot. And when someone's at a pro level, where they're already competing as a professional bodybuilder, and they've got a body part that they continue to improve, you should probably pay attention to what they're doing. So Jordan's been doing this twice a week. So I've been doing this twice a week. I do this on a shoulder day and also do it on an arm day. It's something that also Jordan's been doing, and he's noticed the progress himself. Now, what's unique about a guillotine press? We all know a close grip press. We've all seen them, we've all done them. Doing this on a Smith allows you to, rather than come down with the elbows tucked to the side, we're bringing the bar down quite high to the upper, sort of in the neck area, and driving the elbows out and creating the flexion like that, and then flexing up. Now what that allows is, going back to the tricep heads that we talked about earlier, you have the lateral, the long, and also the medial. Now this puts a lot of tension around that medial head because you get the elbow traveling really far away from the joint. Again, elbow is a hinge joint. We're pushing it away, creating more tension through it. But also the medial is used heavily in extension. So as I come out, I'm thinking about not locking out and jolting the elbows, but extending the weight away. All that tension should start to develop that medial part of the tricep and get a lot of thickness around the elbow apart. And on top of that, it's a compound exercise, so we can put a bit more weight on, we reduce the reps down, and we go back to that kind of classic top set, back off set. So we are getting mechanical tension in there, not necessarily pounding volume constantly. It's nice to have an exercise towards the end of the workout where you're like, okay, now we're super, super warm, everything feels great, let's see what we can shift with the target muscles.
Nice. Stretch, squeeze. Come on. All you, come on. Let's go again. Stretch, squeeze. All you, come on. Push, 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 push.
Oh yeah. Cheers, love. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, come on, that's yours. One more. This is the one. I'm going to read you the whole way. Stretch it down. And drive it up. Yes, good. Nice, there we go.
Fucking hell.
No, absolutely not. Like, I can't wait for that feeling of too big. Like, because I've never felt it. Oh, I don't think it will. And I think like things happen where you're like, well, obviously that only happens to be, like, you know when you like turn around and you just bash stuff, and you're like, well, normal humans don't do that. But at the same time, you're like, I'm just clumsy. I'm not big. I'm just clumsy. Yeah, exactly. Well, like, you sit on something and the whole thing shakes, and you're like, oh no, it's just a weak bench.
Nice. Pump them through. Come on. Yes, that's it. Come on, squeeze them through. Let's go now. Keep finishing them. Let's go. Finish them. Come on. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 8, good, 9, good, come on, stretch and drive. Yeah, finish it, finish it. Nice, there you go, that'll do. Oh. Here we have single arm cable preacher curls. As you can see, setting up a bench like you would a normal preacher curl, but using a cable instead. Keeping that tension a little bit more constant. And then as you're curling up, again, twisting that pinky out right at the top, really contracting that bicep as hard as possible. Why this exercise is so good, I feel like it's quite gentle on the tendons around the forearm. Doesn't really tend to set off any tendonitis or anything for myself. If you've got tendon issues, or say you've got a physical job where you're lifting stuff all day, anything that's going to be a little bit more kind on the tendons is always welcome. What's also great about it is it's very easy to do force reps if you're training on your own. As you'll see on the set after this, what you'll be able to do is not only curl up and hit failure, but then use your other hand that's free to just help finish that rep. Now sometimes that can feel a bit clunky on exercises. I feel like this is one of the few exercises where that actually works really well.
Nice. Oh. Saying. Sorry, mate.
Get it, curl out at the top. Really take the piss. Squeeze it as hard as you can. Yep. All right, be ready for that south spot now. Squeeze it in. That's it. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Right, let go and control it down. Then one more. Squeeze it in. Go on, finish it. Finish it. Good, and then control it down. Nice. Squeeze it in.
Finish it.
Yeah, good. Finish the rep, man. Finish the rep. Big squeeze, and then lower control. Last one. Yeah, finish it. Right, get that peak and then slow on the way down. Good.
See, this is one thing I saw you doing, man, that I saw recently Chris Bumstead doing.
Yeah.
Saying about when you're doing an overhead extension, not letting your shoulders come into it. Actually leave the elbow joint where it is and push out, because you get so many people going from there up like that, you turn it into more of a press.
Yeah,
So it's so nice to see that variation. And seeing it in more places, and seeing it in real life.
You get that
It's
actual
like,
pull out,
you
yeah.
see the stretch, you see the fibres, see it all firing through.
That's it, man. Training the tricep, again, training the muscle, not the movement. Good.
Yes, and again. Go on.
Oh, at that point they were done.
Do you go same weight then or slightly lighter?
I went a little bit lighter for that second one.
2 drops or?
Yeah, I dropped 2, yeah.
2 drops, so.
4, good. 5, 6, 9, 10. Go on, finish it. Last few, come on. 1. Up, 2. Go on, finish it, lock it out. 1 partial now, 1 partial. Put your hands together, squeeze it up as high as you can, high as you can. There you go, that'll do. I got it.
Oh, it's
Nice. There we go. So, that's arm day wrapped up for you all. Thank you very much for watching the video if you've made it to this point. I appreciate you all showing the channel some love and some support. Hopefully there are some takeaway things that you can use there in your own training. As you can see, we flip-flopped back and forth between, well, abs and calves first. But a couple of tricep exercises, a couple of bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep. Sometimes nice to alternate between that. Also means you've got a juicier pump at the end because you've trained both muscles separately. Jordan, there's some excellent takeaways there in terms of what you're already doing, but also things that you can utilize in your own training. And I think being in an off-season situation, now is the time to implement those things, to build that muscle so that when it comes to a prep scenario where you're going to be dieting down, you've built that muscle that's going to help you take that podium finish on stage. So thank you very much for your energy today, man. I appreciate it, especially after our big leg day yesterday. Yeah. So I know it's a tough one to follow up with, but thank you very much for liking the video. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Please follow Myo Media, of course. Frankie behind the camera, always doing her absolute best. So please give her a follow and see all the other content she's putting out there. And until the next time, guys, it's your boy Naked Smurf and Jordan Hadlow, first time coming to the bodybuilding stage soon, signing out.